Hello, it's Kris from Memorial Sloan Kettering. Here today to give a quick heads up about what the topics are to be discussed at this year's ASCO meeting in Chicago. I think we're all excited that after 3 years we're together again in Chicago. We'll be able to see our colleagues and be able to, in my mind, do things right, meet with people and thoroughly discuss new ideas and new opportunities for all of us. Particularly in the thoracic space. I think these meetings have been super critical to moving the field forward, and we have a chance to get together again in Chicago. Focusing on the oral presentations, we do not have a plenary presentation this year. Other diseases have taken the lead there. So there's not that magnitude of a development that the program committee felt should deserve presentation to the entire group. In the oral presentations, I think you're going to find that a huge discussion, again, focuses around the role of checkpoint inhibitors. There are going to be papers about adding other molecules to checkpoint inhibitors, anti-VEGF agents, TIGIT targeted agents, for example. And also asking some very important clinical questions about the role of chemotherapy in a checkpoint inhibitor. There are 2 presentations coming from investigators from the Food and Drug Administration analyzing the data that's been submitted to them for the drug approvals, addressing, I think, 2 really important questions. One of them is exactly what is the role of chemotherapy with a checkpoint inhibitor in patients with high PD-L1 expression, greater than 50%. There's a presentation on that. There's a second presentation on the role of chemotherapy as first-line therapy in patients receiving a checkpoint inhibitor. So I think both of those answer important clinical questions. And we're going to have a presentation probably given the greatest breadth and depth of data that we could have to answer these questions. Targeted therapies are also going to be under discussion. There are presentations in the targets of EGFR, sensitizing mutations, EGFR exon 20, KRAS G12C, and also MET. So a lot of common targets. Obviously, we need new drugs in all these areas, and there's going to be oral presentations about these. The other large group of presentations is going to be in the neoadjuvant space. And I think we're all excited about the data and the approval about giving neoadjuvant nivolumab with chemotherapy. And here you're going to see more discussions of neoadjuvant strategies. An additional abstract, which I'm very interested in, is talking about the role of surgical quality and assessment of surgical quality metrics in patients. I think many of us were not astounded, but noticed that when we looked at the patients in the adjuvant trial of osimertinib, it really, in both arms of the trial, there were a substantial number of patients who the site of failure was not metastatic disease as expected, but intrathoracic disease. So the question is, how can we improve upon those results? Is it simply a matter of insisting that modern techniques are followed? Or do we need to rethink about how surgery is performed, how the extent of surgery is, and some, again, a look at how to do surgery better. So I'm happy to have that kind of discussion. I think more and more, once again, local control may be back in the mix, and we need to think about how to do a better job there. So a lot to be talked about at ASCO. I look forward to seeing you there. If not, find a way to see it either virtually or by audio. And I know we're going to get some useful information. Again, what everybody tries to do in ASCO is to give some kind of piece of information on Friday that you can take home and use on Monday or Tuesday. And I think we're going to get that this year.